This is my St Hugh's College, Oxford matriculation picture taken when I was, I guess, 18, 19. And that is the entire year reading all subjects. 3 of us were reading law. This is the picture which I understand inspired the 100 Years Project. The picture was taken at the Herbert Smith's centenary dinner in 1982, at which point I'd been a partner for a couple of years and I was the only woman partner. The senior partner at the time beckoned me forward when this photograph was being taken and said, "Come and stand by me, my dear." So I did. I found Oxford incredibly liberating. I had grown up in the northeast of England, gone to an all-girls school, and I think I had a lot of growing up to do when I got there. I was at Oxford 66 to 69 and I had a whale of a time. I got a second, but not through a great deal of endeavour, I have to say. Oxford had an incredibly traditional law course, probably one of the most old-fashioned of its time. It wasn't enthusing particularly, and I found it as a pure academic subject, very dry, not very satisfying. And as soon as I began to practice at Herbert Smith, it came alive. I applied obviously to several firms similarly, 1 or 2 of whom wrote back and said that they didn't accept women. Herbert Smith wrote back and offered me an interview, which of course I was delighted with, and I went to the interview and they offered me a job almost immediately, which was great. I was the only female trainee out of, I think there would have been 12 of us. Today, young lawyers are at least 50% women in any group, and I don't think they stand out or get noticed, whereas from the moment I was in the firm, people knew who I was. There were very, very few occasions when people misunderstood that I was there to give legal advice. I can remember going to a meeting once where the host suggested I poured the tea, and I declined politely. If you're going to succeed in a world which doesn't really recognise you, you're going to have to show you do the job well. I've not had one of these sort of spectacular careers that ends up with getting a peerage or a damehood. I've been a steady worker. I've done the, if you like, the full city career from beginning to end, starting as a trainee and ending up as a partner, and now I work as a consultant. And in that I think I offer people the opportunity to see that you can live through that and be a woman and be sane and have a family. And I hope that offers something to women who are doubting whether they can do it or not.